And good morning everybody, my name is Osa. It's Saturday, so we are playing FS19 on Oakfield Farm. And I have decided, since none of our grass fields are in any state to cut at the moment, we're only going to get one, maybe two cuts this year. I'm going to be cutting this field, which is where the cows would live if we had one, any, but we don't. And this isn't fully grown, it's not fertilized or anything, so it's going to be a pretty poor yield. But at the very least, it's something. Because we are very short of cash, I notice. Don't know what I did. What have we been spending our money on? I don't even know. Okay. Sheep are going to need a bale of wool later on today. Sorry, not a bale of wool, a bale of hay later on today. I think they're doing okay with water. And also our... I probably shouldn't drive too far down there because the windrow is never going to make it. We have 2 full bales of wool, which means we're going to have to move them soonish. I suppose I can bring the windrower close in here. Oh, let's turn that way so we clear that bale. So yeah, it's grass, it's not much. We'll stick that in the bunker. I'm mowing it while it's wet, so there's no chance it's going to dry out before we get to collecting it. Of course, the end of the last episode, we put this tractor in for a service because it was a little on the tired side. So this is the first run out since we changed the oil and checked everything. Refresh that. Not even doing a brilliant job on this. Now we don't have any bale wrapping equipment at this stage. There is a possibility. I could always I could always sell the hay because we have a fair supply, not hay, straw. We have a fair supply of straw, which I hung on to for at least a little bit, and making decisions about buying cows, but really not going to buy cows. Not this early. So, for right now, we don't need straw. We can throw that away. And, see where we go from there. Mowing set's a good size for this tractor. I'm supposed to lift the mowers at each end, but this is fine. Every little bit of income was going to help. We can't do any trees because we don't own any. And that's a good way to make money when you're cash strapped. Oh, I remember. Yeah, we bought a planter, a cedar last week because all our grass fields weren't growing. And they are now. I'm going to have to do, I think, at least one field of hay production at the end of summer. Because we have so many sheep now that the large supply of hay we do have isn't going to last them very long. And I really don't want to be buying hay from the shop, because that's going to get pricey fast. And sheep don't make a lot of money. I mean, it's kind of okay with the sale of the sort of older lambs. And we're still going to make money on that, but that's really once per year income. I think the bales I'm holding on to for the best prices. Can we get a turn here? Just about. Nice. And I'm not too worried if I miss a couple of bits on this. It's, as I said, not great yield, but it's sufficient for a little extra income. Shame we can't sell that stack of silage bales there. That would be very beneficial. We could. Okay. Go around here. Okay. Any got that bit, a little bit left, and we can fold all this up, go fetch the loading wagon. Is there a patch there? I guess not. Okay. That one up, we can fold and lift. Oh, that's the spring mowing done, sadly. Disconnect, yes. So yeah, since the class DLC is also a thing I've not featured much of on this playthrough, we're not going to be switching to the Cavernland mower set, although it does have the advantage of being able to self-windrow. kind of okay with how this stands right now. Why doesn't that want to detach? Because I'm trying to detach the tractor from the tractor. Okay, I'll put those there for a smaller tractor to put away. And then we'll hitch up to the silage blade. Into the shrubs, so we're not in the way of anybody behind us. I think obviously the rest of the work's going to be done by the Fent, because I don't have. Well, I got the Challenger, but that's a little overkill on something like the windrower. Weep. There's that. And I think the Fent is also big enough to cope with the. We've only got a small collection wagon too, so we should have enough horsepower on this to be able to run the collection wagon to full capacity. Okay. Very quick early morning job for this one. Oops. And that's where, excuse me, the Kverneland mower would work out better, because we could drag all of the grass away from the stone wall there, from the edge of the field, so that it gives a little bit more freedom for the windrower to pick up everything. You only really have to do it on the first round, but if things go to plan this week, there will be some trial midweek streams, and we will see how much I feel like doing and what we end up doing, and try and build up a schedule from there. But that way, if I do other farms, we will feature equipment that's not on this farm. I think what we do there is we lift that up. I'm probably gonna miss some. The problem with this equipment is it's self-steering, so as soon as you're a little bit off center, it really starts making its own mind up what it's doing. So that will do. Other veins, and oops, let's go forwards. Forwards is good. See if I can join that to that windrow. That's probably adequate. There we go. Completely out of control. I can't recover that. Forwards. Forwards a bit. There we go. That should be exactly where I want it. I kind of realised I'd done that all wrong when I came through with the mower. But we're all good now. In fact, I think all of the rakes are difficult to manoeuvre. The American style rake is just difficult because it's long and the wheels aren't ideally placed for reverse manoeuvring. And then all of the European style, this style, they don't windrow. Oh, they windrow well. They're not very easy to reverse because they're on a steering axle. So while the wheels are a long way from the cab, which is something that generally facilitates reversing, you really have to take it very gently through the corners, or you end up with it completely turning out on you. Okay. Looks like I missed a whole track on the right. Now I'm going to be completely stuffed. Okay. Probably have done a second headland. And maybe I'll do that. We got two at this end. So we'll do two at the other end when we get back up there. Most of the guys I've seen rowing around this area of Michigan, they only use a single, actually they use a trailed mower. Like the disc 9. Since most American tractors don't have a front hitch that you could fit a good setup on. And consequently, they don't need to windrow. Just takes them a little bit longer to collect each bale as they go through. Okay. To the end of here. And lift, turn. That was better. Again, missed a tiny bit there, and whatever I do, I'm going to miss a bit, either on the left or the right. We'll go this way. This is also a job Mrs. Oso really doesn't like doing. She likes the mowing and the harvesting. when it comes to precision stuff like windrowing and what is it, fertilizing to some extent, she really prefers I do that. But she loves baling with a round baler, so there's that. If I want to do a cheap farm and only use round baling equipment, then Mrs. Osa should be included in the playthrough, just because she likes doing that. I don't. Whenever I have round baling equipment, I will usually stick it on a worker behind what I'm doing. So at this stage, we're doing the windrower, I would have a worker with a round baler behind me to bale up this field. But we're square bale equipment on this farm, so I don't have to worry so much about that. I'll do the same with the what's it, harvester. I'll run a round baler on the back, on follow me, because under follow me the worker will unload the bale. It's not the greatest of turn circles on this, and I think I lowered the vanes before I was ready. So plans for this weekend, we have another graduation party to go to. We already gave all of the students a check. So the joking justification is we're now going to get the food that we deserve. No, the family we went to last week, they did some Greek food, and the family we're going to this week, this is their fourth child that's graduated in the last few years, so they always do a good spread of food, so that's nice. Oops. Tractor. I thought I had it turned, but maybe I was just too close. Okay. One thing I don't recall, is there a windrower in the Cavernan pack? I think there might be. Now that I wouldn't be adverse to getting rid of this windrower. No, the Cavernan one's big, I think. I don't want a big one. We need to be able to get around the fields. And frankly, we're struggling with a windrower this size. I think I'm also struggling because this tractor does not have a good turn radius. I guess we're doing okay. That's the problem. It's not a good yield, so it's not easy to see where all the grass is. Actually, it's easier to work with dry grass because it's a lighter colour and a better contrast on the cut grass texture. But at least you can see the rows, so it's not all bad. So yeah, I do want another mid-sized modern tractor on this farm. Maybe the end of this year. Maybe we'll look at buying another arable field and then try and figure it out from there. Because obviously the more fields we have, the more income we generate. That's generally a good thing. Okay. We'll attempt to row the patch down here. Maybe. Okay, that's all done. Now, it's a matter of interest. It's a matter of interest. Okay. What do I want to look for? Baling technology. And I believe we have the class quadrant, one of those. 230 horsepower. Oh, we're going to have to use a big tractor for that. Yeah. 230 horsepower. This is well shy of that. And add the hills. Yeah, we're not going to get anywhere. So I will grab the class. First things first, I will attempt to reverse this round the corner. Yay. That will slowly turn sharper and sharper. But not going to get it through the door, I don't think. Not at this angle. So, let's try that one again. Yeah, no camera collisions. It's a nice mod, but sometimes it just leaves you looking at walls and roofs. That way. I think we're about to hit the wall. Yeah. I think I might park this on the back, on the side wall, rather than in the middle, just because of the angle we've come in. It's partly why I didn't park the mowers initially. Okay, let's That's good. I said that's good. You drop there. This tractor is heavy enough to at least move this around, although again, as I said, it's a big tractor, so not particularly agile. That's heavy. Oh. That was totally messed up. Let's try that maneuver again. Of course, the front loader arms don't make it any easier either. All right, we're in. Trying to remember where I put the class. So in the corner here. Nope. And there we go. We're in. Yay. The thing with this place is not only is the yard tight, but also the doors aren't particularly wide either. So I think